Waffles. Saint Waffles. Waffles. Saint Waffles. It is time once again for your daily suggested serving of waffles.
Hello everyone and welcome back. I was going to play Mario 64 today, but I have lost my cartridge somewhere, so this is the last day of doing this, I promise, and then we have the new Advanced Wars coming to play, Dead Island 2, and then I'm sure by then we'll have something else to play. So I am sorry, we were going to do Mario today. I've never played Mario 64 before, so I thought, hey, that'll be a super fun game to play, but, well, yeah. Not this time around, but next time I promise. So, we will get on to the Super Mario 64 kick eventually. Everyone says it is one of the best Marios ever made, so we got to try it out. Dragon Ghost is here already. Hello, Dragon. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Excuse me. Got so many cords everywhere. I know when you look online, you see all these streamers who have super nice setups that are just like super well put together and look super nice. That is not my stream at all. I have wires everywhere. Unbearable amount of wires, but hey, at least it looks good on camera, right? You don't have to see the wires, so... Alright, what do you got? Doing good, honestly tired, but more hungry to sleep. Hi, Emmy. What's up? We need to find these kittens a home. I'm bonding and I can't. Yeah, we cannot have any more kitties. So we heard a noise coming from our garage like we do every kitten season, and lo and behold, some random homeless cat broke into our garage and gave birth to kittens in our garage, and they are super adorable, but we already have 2 cats and we just cannot... We cannot have any more kitties. There's no more kitty zone. They nuzzled into me and started purring. That's how they get you. Cats can mind control you. You gotta outthink them. They're so cute. I definitely take it off your hands, but I can't have any kittens. They brainwash you. And here's the problem. Aside from what I just said, that we can't take on any more cats. Emmy has a fondness for the orange one, and there's 2 problems with that. One, we already have an orange kitty. Orange is my favorite color, and he's my kitty, my Sunny Buns. So that's a problem. But problem number 2 is, as you know, orange cats only have like 1 brain cell. So if we have 2 orange cats in the same house, then obviously they're not going to share the brain cell very well, and we're going to have even more broken stuff and even more problems than we already have. So we cannot afford to have another orange kitty in the house. It just, the math does not work out. It's just not possible. See, we got 1 long hallway. We got an upgrade there. There's a couple bits of loot there and there. I don't see much of a point of going up there, so let's just go down the long hallway. I mean, you'll have more company and more cuddle buddies. Yeah, we already don't get enough stuff done. I can't imagine that adding more cuddles to the mix is going to help us get anything done. Can't afford their vet bills right now. That too. Cats are expensive, yo. They are very, very expensive. But I love them. Love our kitties regardless. Alright, so we already engaged some enemies right out of the gate here, so we're just going to set up an Overwatch and let some of them run to us and just wipe them off the floor. Here we go. one shot. That's a kill shot right there. Maybe. There we go. Off to a good start. My boyfriend is allergic to cats, so I can't get any, which sucks. Now, not to be a bad influence, but don't they make, like, medication you can take that makes you not allergic to cats? I'm pretty sure there's a solution to that already, so I feel like he's just trying to get out of having a cat by saying he's allergic. There are workarounds. Granted, I understand not wanting to take a allergy pill every day for the rest of your life. I do get that to a degree, but alright, check this out. We're gonna move right here, and we're gonna do a piercing shot and get 2 for 1. Blam! Down they go. You can get a shot for 1 here. So, if you know nothing else about your friendly neighborhood waffles, I hate needles. I cannot stand needles. Ever since I had my surgery, I'm a little bit better around needles, but like they will send me into a full-blown panic attack. I despise needles. I love my orange kitty enough that I would take that shot once a year just to be with my orange kitty if I had to. I wouldn't like it, but I would give it up for the Bun Buns. Made an agreement. I have gerbils. I'm going to be getting a ferret soon. Now, there is an alternative to gerbils and ferrets. May I present to you chinchillas? They're basically just cats, right? They're cuddly, they're fluffy, they're funny. So, ferrets are cool, but chinchillas. If I could have any other pet, I would definitely take on the chinchillas. I love chinchillas a whole lot. I don't know why. I don't know where my love for chinchillas comes from, but they are something adorable. Might get birds too. I don't think I could do birds. I like birds, but I couldn't do a bird that could talk, I guess. That would be my issue, because I already, like, am high-strung enough, already have enough, like, PTSD issues that I couldn't imagine waking up in the middle of the night and just hearing, hello! Like, that would, no. I could not handle a bird. I think they're cute. I like that people have birds, but me personally, I could not mentally handle the talking in the middle of the night. That's a no from me. Alright, robot catch up. So I got through Harry Potter 3, and I'm halfway through Harry Potter 4. And it's only getting better, to be honest. Like, they are doing such a good job. These movies are really good. They're enjoyable for what they are. Like, I never thought I would be a Harry Potter adult, but I'm getting into it. But there are still some things that I have complaints about with Harry Potter. I posted one online, and Emmy already told me to get over it, but I'll share it again with you guys. And that is, Ron has his pet rat, Scabbards, and you find out that he's Peter Pettigrew. But Ron also, Harry gets the Marauders map that lets him see where all the people are moving around. So that means his brothers would have seen, for like the last 12 years, they would have seen some random dude's name chilling with their brother in their room at Hogwarts and at home. Like, I feel like that's a massive plot hole. And as Emmy said, I'm not mistaken, she didn't tell me to get over it. She said I told you to read the books to cover that plot hole. So I Googled it because I don't have time to read the books. And Google gives an unsatisfactory answer because apparently J.K. Rowling's response to this, because it's a big enough thing that, you know, the internet says we demand answers. So apparently her response was that the Weasleys knew the area well enough that they weren't looking at the map So they would have never seen Ron with Peter Pettigrew because they knew the castle well enough that they weren't going to look at the map while they were near where Ron would be. I would almost accept that, because that logically makes sense. You don't need a map if you already know where you're going, right? You don't Google Maps the local grocery store every time you go there. I get that. I believe that, except we know that the older brothers are massive tricksters, and anyone who is a sibling knows for a fact that your siblings would not pass up the opportunity to mess with you endlessly. And I feel like that's exactly what they would do with that map, is just mess with him incessantly. If you're watching the movie made from our book without having read our book, would you not point the fan base to read the book to fill in the cinematic plot holes? No, I understand 100% what you're saying. I don't have time to read the books right now. I'm too busy reading other books that, as I go to and from work, the audio books, so it is on the list, but it's a low priority on the list right now. But I understand what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying 100%. No disagreement there. Alright. We found a bunch of critters. You have new books to read? What are you reading? Oh, let's see. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna bombard. No, we need to speed boost. Let's get you back out of there. Put on Overwatch and Overwatch. Alright, let's let them come to us. The other one that makes no sense to me, and I understand I'm probably in the wrong here, I haven't read the books. I get that Malfoy is a massive jerk. I don't dispute that Malfoy is a jerk. So in the third movie, you have the scene where, well, that didn't work out so well for me. In the third book, you have Beakbuck, who is being executed because he hurts Malfoy. But then, like, in the next book, they're doing the Triwizard Tournament, where they're literally tying students underwater and drowning them to see if they can be saved in time, and having students fight dragons. You know, they have a dangerous sport where kids fall off the brooms and break their spines, so I understand that it was Draco Malfoy being the jerk that he is, but the school can't pretend to care about the safety of their students when at the same time they have that stuff going on. Malfoy isn't a jerk, he is just severely misunderstood with a lot going on at home. My father will hear of this. The other one that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me is, oh, I lost it. What was the other thing? There was something else. Oh, Mad Eye Moody. They do with the eye, Mad Eye. So he punishes Malfoy by turning him into a ferret. And one of the other teachers walks by and is just aghast. Is like, we never punish students by turning them into... We never use spells on the students. That is a violation. Bad, wrong. And then literally the next scene, Snape is saying they're hitting Harry Potter in the back of the head with a book. Like, so you can't cast spells on them, but a good old-fashioned beating, I mean, that's just fair game. Like, it doesn't make sense. And I get that Snape's just kind of a jerk. I understand that, but I can't believe that there's so much like, no, you can't punish students like that, but you can just punch them in the back of the head. That is completely okay. It just... Snape isn't a jerk either. He's literally hitting Harry Potter in the back of the head with a book. Like, I maybe not a jerk. Maybe he's misunderstood. I also... I have to laugh at this because we, there's also the book with Professor Lupus, And, I mean, his name is literally Wolf. And like the big reveal is, oh no, Professor Wolf is a werewolf. Who could have possibly have guessed that Professor Wolf was a werewolf? Like, oh, we never should have seen this coming. I'm sorry. I get that J.K. Rowling likes her Latin. I get it. I know that it's a children's book. I understand that children don't know Latin and that's going to be a surprise reveal from. I understand the context of the book that it actually is, you know, a nice surprise thing. I get that. It's so funny to me because it's like, oh, the reveal is Professor Wolf is a wolf is just so so hilarious. I'm not on a pedestal. As I said, I understand it's a children's book. I 100% get that it's a children's book. I thought that was so hilarious that I had to laugh at it. I just had to give it a laugh. I promise I'm not on a pedestal. It is a good book. I'm enjoying the movies. I'm sure the books are better than the movies. I am enjoying it. It's, again, just Professor Wolf is a werewolf made me laugh so hard. Every movie that you have questions about are going to be answered in the book. Oh, 100%. I know that they can't cover everything. I know there's not enough time. I get that 100%. No arguments here. I will say there is probably one exception to that, and I think The Watchmen was a better movie than a graphic novel. Don't diss Lupin, he's based, as the kids say. I liked him. He was a fair enough teacher. You already know, like, by book... But what, like, book 3, you already know, like, there's going to be a new dark arts professor every single book because the school can't keep a dark arts professor to save their life, so you already know that he's going to be going away at the end of the season, but, you know, that's not his fault either. There are things that Lupin does that make him a great character. No, you don't. I'm pretty sure... In book 1, they have one teacher. Book 2, they get a different teacher. Book 3, they get a different teacher. I'm pretty sure they always get a different teacher. That's just speculation. And you can't tell me that reading the books will tell me something different because I know they get a different teacher in each one of the books, too. I have an aneurysm. So this draws us into a great conversation I was having with Emmy that I want to get a new sound bite for y'all when I can afford to have another song made for Don't Toast My Waffles for when Saint Waffles is saying annoying things that hurt our brains. I need a little sound clip for when I do that. So at some point you will also get that. I'm honestly waiting for Emmy to walk into the room and hit you in the back of the head. She has all the Harry Potter books, so don't give her any ideas. She could totally hit me in the back of the head with one of the books, and I'd probably be out for quite a while. Alright, we got rats coming. I mean, I wouldn't blame her. My Bible is smaller than the last 2 books. ultimately, as I said though, I am still enjoying it. I think it's a very enjoyable movie so far, so I am still enjoying it. He is a frustrating bean, but I love him. I make the frustration worth it. All right, let's see. We're in some bad territory here. Let's see what we can do. I have hypertension, you can't do that. Alright, let's not do the risky maneuver right now. Let's actually... Alright, we got some resources to spare. What happens if we blow you up? Perfect. Then we hit you with the slice 'em. Perfect. Now you go here, shoot this guy. I'm debating on playing Minecraft. Always a good decision. There's never a wrong time to watch or play Minecraft, right? It's always fun to pick up and play, even if it's just for a couple hours. It's always a fun game to play. Bombard these dudes. Kablamo! Alright. Minecraft is so relaxing. It is. It's got perfect music, perfect ambiance. It can get stressful, though. You can definitely get stressed playing Minecraft. No doubt about that. Alright, let's open the door. You move up here. Put up the Overwatch. I play on creative mode. See, creative mode is the one thing I can't get into. I get too bored of it too easily. I wish I could get into it because I know everyone loves creative mode, but I can't get into creative mode. I get bored of it just too fast. Haven't been in the mood to play games or paint. I've been more tired than usual lately. See, I'm in kind of the opposite. Like, I want to create so badly, but the only thing I want to create is piano music. I really want to learn to play the piano. So we went out and did some picture work, and you saw the pictures. Like, they turned out great. Like, great pictures. I'm very happy with them, but it didn't satisfy that creative lust, that want to create something. I really need to start learning the piano, I guess, because that's just all that's on my mind lately is the piano. Which is a problem because pianos are big, bulky, and expensive. And, like, we could get a cheap one just to learn on, but I don't know. There are some things I do that make me think that I am on the autism spectrum at least a little bit, and one of them is I'm so absolutely picky about it. It's like, no, I don't want to learn on a cheap one. I want a real one that's a real practice piano with the real keys that feel right and everything works just like it should, and I want all the keys available to me. And I get that that's a whole lot of wants for somebody who says they can't afford the piano right now, and that's absolutely true. So you are right. I could always get a smaller one just to practice on, but something in my brain's like, no, you gotta have the absolute right, perfect one, because if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. If you're gonna spend the money, you might as well save for one you want rather than cheap out. The only alternative I could do that cheap out on it is we could go to Target, and Target has that little cat piano keyboard that plays all the notes, but instead of actual notes, it just meows at you. I could probably kill a few hours just meowing to myself with that, which honestly isn't a good argument for not being on the spectrum either, probably. since we can get my grandpa's keyboard for free in the meantime. I know your grandpa's keyboard is there and available. Like I said, I'm just being me that I want all the perfect, expensive, nice things rather than what I have. You know, it's a problem. It's bad. That's my bad. That is 100% my bad. I want a cello, but it's expensive and big. Oh, I can't even play the cello. I have a hernia. I couldn't even lift the thing. Like, the cello is the forbidden instrument for me now. I couldn't lug that thing around if I wanted to. So, I guess I don't have the privilege of being able to play the cello anymore, unfortunately. That option is permanently closed to me. Alright, let's back our team up. You get on Overwatch just in case somebody gets in here. Activate run. Run all the way over here. You might be thinking of the bass. Isn't the cello the really, really big one that's like this freestanding 20-pound, 10-foot gargantuan string instrument? I could be wrong. As we have established many, many times on this stream, when it comes to music, I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I would not be surprised to be wrong. That is the default, I think. Excuse me. All right. We survived another round. We got time for one more. We got one level up. We're going to take another rapid venting and use our team skill. A cello you can sit and play. A bass is a huge one where you have to stand up and play. That sounds awful. Having to stand up and play sounds very terrible. Combat unit. Let's upgrade that ground slam. Alright. We're making it surprisingly far. We're almost to the next boss battle. I used to play both, so I should know the difference. Very true, very true. Alright, let's restore our armor. Let's do a pep talk, lower everyone's stress. Let's gain some extra points. And let's search through everything. Nothing. And so let's max out our critical chance. 4%, 8%, 12, 16. We're going to go all the way up. This guy's just going to be one-shotting rats left and right. 24, 28. Yes. 36, and we'll go 40. 40% chance to crit. That is going to be most gnarly. Alright, distribute the food, and on to the boss. Apparently we have no food. So that is excellent. Improved toxin. That's not good. Alright, so we've never made it this far, so I have no idea what we're about ready to get into, so let's hope for the best. Capital, the Imperial Palace. Oh! Oh, that is a boss. I was not expecting that. That is not good. Kill the siege rat. There's giant vats of acid or something. I guess we should destroy those and figure out what happens when we destroy those things? Healing tank. Yeah, we don't want him to heal, so let's, I guess, destroy the healing tanks. I don't know what that does for us, but I feel better for doing it, so I guess that counts for something. Alright, Michael, run up here. Alright, so what's he gonna do? Is he gonna move? Just send his minions after us? Oh, he's gonna shoot rockets. Well, that's, that is not good. Alright, let's kill this rat ogre. Hector, go stab the tank, I guess. Very useful. There can move up. And Dino Boost. Alright. Alright, he's just gonna shoot at us too, so that is not good. We can do this. We're just gonna take it nice and slow. Okay. Emmy with the photo talk. We got lots of photos to talk about. So we will pull that up. Maybe. Let's see here. Where is my... There we go. Where is my photo stuff? Probably a lot of unedited photos in here because we just took a whole bunch of photos, so... Let's see what we got here. This is, of course, our cat Odie. He is very, very hard to get pictures of because he is always an absolute gremlin. He was hiding in this little tunnel thing that we got him. It's his favorite toy, so you can see there's a lot of noise in this photo. It's not a good photo. It's really hard to get photos of him, though. So this was just like a cell phone photo. I put it down there. Shot for the best. It's a cute photo, but it's not like a good photo. But this one, this is one of my favorite photos that I took in the last few days. Like, this is darn near a perfect photo. Like, the focus is on her face. We've got, you know, the background's going on there, but it's blurred out enough that it doesn't draw attention. Her eyes are just the perfect cat eyes. You've got an interesting foreground with the wood. Like, this is probably my favorite photo from that day. Though, it's hard to pick one favorite photo because we also have this one, which I just threw up one light over top of them. I should have used two lights, but you know, these guys are little kittens, right? I didn't want to hurt their eyes, so his face is a little dark. I got a special program that lets me relight photos. I might try and relight or use AI to relight his face because it's really cute. It's a great photo, but the lighting's just a little bit off. You can see here I was trying a couple different shots and it's a little dark. I like the darkness though. This dude is such a cutie. He's so orange. They are born as natural models. That's what they're mind controlling Emmy with their cuteness. So see they're moving very fast, so they were hard to get photos of. This one was near impossible. This dude just did not want to take a photo at all. So this is the best I could do with him because he was just like moving his head around and spinning in circles. So this is about as good as I could get with him. You can see it's not perfect. The focal point is on the very tip of his nose when I would have rather had the focal point on his eyes. But, you know, you take what you can get sometimes. This dude also super orange, but he was moving around a little bit too much. So you see all this blur going on. He's just so fast, so much movement that none of these photos really turned out super well. And then this little cutie. This one is the best one of this cat. Again, the moving around a little bit, so you got a little bit of motion blur here. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with a kitten, right? You can't force them to sit still. So we went to a bird, not a wildlife preserve, and so here is an osprey. You can actually see in his foot down here, he's got a chunk of some sort of meat. And there was a baby in the nest, but this was far, far away. So the reason why he's not easy to see is because this was at least 1,500 feet away, like super far in the distance. So we got as good as we could. You can see the baby right here on the right. You can just see the little baby's head poking up. And then this one was bringing home dinner. Absolutely adorable. Love it. I thought this was an egret, but we did run into a great blue heron is apparently what this is. The internet has identified this as a great blue heron. Again, pretty far off in the distance, so we didn't get a lot of good photos, but could at least see him. There's all sorts of birds. A little blackbird we found. I haven't edited these. You can see like little bits of spots here and there. They still need some editing. Big ducks. Here's the baby poking his head out of the nest. One of my favorites. Here is a peregrine falcon right as he's taken off. Like this, you can see his wings are up. He's ready to fly. So I caught him just as he was flapping to take off, which was phenomenal. And then here you can see them both. We're just sitting up in the tree. This one's looking right at the camera. Adorable, perfect. There's a blackbird way out there just chilling. And these are terrible photos. Honestly, I don't like these ones. I was trying to get cherry trees to enter a contest, but I don't think I'm going to use any of these for the contest, honestly. I don't like... I tried different things here. You can see I saturated the colors. Here I tried, desaturating this and desaturating the grass to make the red pop more. Here I tried a much more zoomed out. Here I tried a macro. Honestly, I just don't think any of them are great photos, so I'm probably not going to use any of these. Here's a sheep I saw. I like sheep, so there's a sheep. There's a baby sheep just standing out there in the middle of the field. Little baby sheepses. Last couple ones, and then we'll get back to the gameplay. Here is the dog that I did a photo shoot of. Like, look at that perfect little face. A perfect, cute little face. Just absolutely perfect. So, there we go. Some awesome photos from the last week. Yes, that sheep was from Easter. That is an Easter sheep. Alright. Could you put those raw Poppy files on a flash drive for me to give to Trisha? I can. In fact, if you can put the photos that I need from you on the thumb drive I gave to you and bring that to me after I'm done, I will give those to you and I'll get the photos that I need to get the photos of. And we will just do a photo exchange, I guess. Alright, we're going to move to cover. We're going to move to the other side of the map here. And destroy these other healing tanks and take out this boss. Alright, forgot to tell this guy to move, so we need to tell this guy to move out the way. He's gonna have to move back to cover. Vent. Move out of the missile range. Alright, so we shot this guy. Let's see what happens. So he can heal a decent amount. So we do need to take out these tanks before we can hurt him. And here comes friends. Excellent. Swaddle's here. Good morning. Hello, hello. How is it going? Alright, we're gonna run. We're gonna do extra effort. We're gonna move here. It has a far distance to sprint. Gonna sprint all the way down there. We're gonna bombard right there. Hopefully take 2 for 1. That's pretty good. Going to run as well. And you're going to slice them and take this dude out. That pug is adorable. Perfect. Alright, you're going to run. Go there. All the emotes. Welcome in everyone.
Why can I just stop dreaming about Papa?
Good to see everyone. Good to have y'all here. Dynamo boost, and then we're going to take this boss out. Glad to have everyone hanging out with us. The crew is basically all here except for Dexter. We need Dexter to join so we can start talking about music. JK, I don't think I have any musical opinions today. I think I have run out of musical things to talk about at this point.
And his name is John Cena.
John Cena never gets old. Alright, let's throw a grenade. That's what we like to see. Gonna move here. Shoot that healing tank. Vent the rifle. Shoot the healing tank. And shoot the healing tank.
I'm not going to eat that.
Enough! I will try some already.
Hey, these aren't bad. What's in them?
All the healing tanks are down. Now we can take out the boss. I love that sound. I love Invader Zim. I know they made another movie, the Enter the Florpus. I wish we got more Invader Zim. You can never get too much Invader Zim. It was such a good show. And I wish we could get another season of Invader Zim. I would definitely take over another season of Power Rangers or Oh, when we went and saw the Dungeons and Dragons movie, which I will talk about in a second. But while we were there seeing the Dungeons and Dragons movie, there was an advertisement for the I'm blanking on it. What was it? The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And holy cow, does that look awful. Like, real awful. And I was never, like, a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan to begin with, so, like, I get that my opinion maybe isn't the best on this, but man, oh man, does it look just terrible. And I think Emmy will back me up on that. It does not look like an enjoyable thing at any capacity. I do not know who that movie is for. I guess maybe, like, if you've never seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before in your life, and this is, like, your first exposure to it, maybe, but whew. I was a huge Turtle fan as a kid, and that little preview legit broke my heart. It was pretty bad. And, like, Seth Rogen, I know that he's getting popular and he's in everything, but, like, why is Seth Rogen involved in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Like, where does he come into play for that? Alright, slash. I just pointed at the wall and said, "This is a wall" to my kid. He looked at me like, WTF are you talking about? Alright, ooh. Alright, we get a free shot. Not gonna waste the free shot. I've been seeing the new Barbie trailers. The new Barbie movie looks interesting, I'll give it. I don't think I would see it in theaters, but, you know, it's interesting looking. I have bad news. I don't know where that flash drive is. The pain of ADHD. Is it gone forever, or? I honestly wasn't impressed when I saw it. Yeah, I don't know. Again, maybe it's not for me. I'm guessing the Barbie movie is not for 31-year-old men, so I'm okay with that if it's not made for me, you know? Like, I get it. I don't, yeah, I'm looking. I'm pretty sure I've got more flash drives around here somewhere, so I can grab another one if need be. This is really bad. We're getting overwhelmed very quickly here. I thought we could take the boss out, but maybe not. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna move down here. Do you see the Simpsons prediction thing? It's the newscaster talking about the new Barbie movie and saying, "Oh, and the president was arrested." The episode's like so old. I didn't see that. There's Dexter. We were just talking about you, Dexter. Welcome in, welcome in. I never liked Barbie, so that could be why I wasn't impressed. That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's not for me, I get it. Like, I get that I'm not the target demographic for Barbie movies, so I can respect that. I can respect if they're saying, "Hey, you know what? This movie's not for you," and that is okay. That is okay. Alright, we need to... We need to make some plays here. So we're gonna move up here. And we're gonna grenade these dudes. Come on, big damage on the grenade. Yes. Okay, that's good. We're taking out some of these dudes. We're making progress. And the Simpsons conspiracy is really interesting. They are crazy, and part of the problem with it is that that people deepfake them so much that it's hard to tell what even is fake and what is just people making things up, because there's so many images and so many episodes that you can just say, hey, do you know the Simpsons did this? And it's like, oh, I guess, maybe, sure, why not? Right? Like, there's so much Simpsons that it's hard to say whether or not it's fake or real, you know? One can only hope for Trump to go to jail, but we'll see. That definitely stands to be seen. I don't know if we'll see that. However, on that topic, and kind of interesting strangeness, I have been listening to the radio more because I just wanted to see what was on the radio nowadays. And so one thing that's super interesting that people don't tell you, but it makes total sense, is like if you listen to the radio and you listen to the ads will tell you who is listening to that radio station, right? Because like radio stations and advertisers aren't stupid. They're not going to pay a whole bunch of money for advertising if the right demographic isn't going to be there to listen to it, right? So whatever those ads are, that's who they have researched and found is listening to the radio. And one of the ads that I heard on conservative talk show radio that should be eye-opening was, do you have 3 ex-wives and they're asking you to up your life insurance so they each get a huge payout? Well, then call me because I am good at payouts for ex-wives. Like, I would say, who is that for? That tells you who is exactly for. Who proudly has 3 ex-wives who want you to die but leave them a whole bunch of money, so you need $1 million life insurance policies to pay for all your ex-wives? Like, that's a very, very specific demographic, and I don't feel like if you're in that position, you should be like, you know what? I've already made all these bad decisions. I'm just going to listen to the radio and take my advice from there. Like, that seems like a bad idea. But I guess, you know, if that's the situation you're in, it's good that there's a lawyer who specializes in that particular kind of badness, I guess. That flash drive is gone. I'll find it in 3 to 5 business years. I'll see if I can dig up another flash drive. I'm sure I can find one somewhere around here. I've got a lot of flash drives, so yeah, I've just been listening to more conservative radio, and the things they say, like, people blame Fox News for a lot of what's going on in this country, and honestly, I can kind of see it, because one of the conservative talk show radios I was listening to today, the guy was basically saying that it's terrible that we repealed laws, so now when there's someone who's mentally ill, unless they've broken the law or are a danger to someone else, we can't arrest them. And I was thinking on that, like, how is that a terrible thing? If he hasn't broken the law and he's not a danger to anyone, not being able to arrest him is a good thing. You shouldn't just be able to arrest somebody just because you don't like what they're doing, right? That's not how these things are supposed to work. And they're just out here full on saying it, like, well, I don't like that mentally ill person, so I wish we could arrest him for no good reason. Like, it's absolutely insane. Absolute insanity. At least Tucker Carlson is off Fox now. He is off Fox, but I have no doubt that he is going to find another home like that, right? As I'm talking here, we just lost 5 viewers while I'm talking bad about Republican radio. So that should tell you a little bit something about the state of the world we're in here. People love their Republican radio that much. They love their propaganda so much that hearing someone talk bad about it, they just instantly left the chat. I bet I'll lose like 3 followers here too. So just watch. Here it comes. He'll definitely find another home, without a doubt. I mean, he'll either someone will make him an offer he can't refuse, or he'll just go make his own radio show and profit off it even more. So they lopped off the Hydra's head, but surprisingly, another one grew back, right? Like, it doesn't solve the problem. To be fair, Christian nationalism is a thing. It definitely is a thing, and it's not a thing that we like. It makes Christianity look bad, and I understand that people can't always comprehend that, but it turns out doing things like that isn't always a good thing to everyone, if that makes sense. Alright, so we beat the boss, so did we win the game? Is there yet another part? What is going to happen? I don't know. We've never made it this far. So is there a chapter 3 or looks like there is a chapter 3, yes. Sector 18 with hard enemies but less enemies, or special loot medical supplies but no grenades. Ooh. That is a tough one. That is a tough one. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we go more medical supplies or harder but fewer enemies? What do you think is the way to go? Not that it matters too much, because it looks like Emmy's off of work, so I gotta go here soon. Because something tells me I've got a buzzing in the back of my brain that she wants to go to the library today. So something tells me we're going to be going to the library as soon as I get off of work, or off of streaming. That's 1 vote for medical, 1 vote for hard mode. Someone else needs to vote. Someone tie break it. Dexter's voting twice for their idea. Alright, squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? We're going hard mode. You can't vote twice. Apparently you can. Apparently you can. I demand a recount. Ooh, we unlocked a whole new, look at this, like high-tech flooring. Bodies everywhere. Fancy. However, we're not going to see the fruits of this labor because, as I said, Emmy is off work. I want to go spend time with her, so we are going to wrap it up for today. So, as always, we're going to end with our prayer session. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for the blessings to be able to spend time online with my friends. I do not take it for granted that I am in a lucky position to be able to spend free time hanging out with people and playing video games. Lord, it is all your glory. We pray for those who are currently seeking jobs, those who are struggling to find jobs. Lord, help them to find the employment that they need. And we pray for all the victims of all the mass shootings. Lord, be with the families who are struggling and the souls who are lost. Bring them into your everlasting kingdom. Finally, we pray for those souls who have no one left to pray for themselves, those who are in purgatory. Lord, help them to enter your everlasting loving arms. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out today. Truly appreciate it. I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow. So it was good to see you all. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, a blessed evening, and we will see you again soon.